use them to try and destroy us.
Do you trust the British police?
I do. But remember my experience with the police in Nigeria was very negative. And coming to the UK, my first experience with the police was very positive. The police in Nigeria would rob us. So when people say, "Oh, I had this bad experience with the police because I'm black and they're white," I was like, "Well, I remember the police stole my brother's shoes and his watch."
His shoes?
Yeah, they took his shoes and his watch. It's a very poor country, so people do all sorts of things, and giving people a gun is just a license to intimidate. But that's not the bar we should use for British police. Obviously, it should be much higher. But my experience was so positive. When I was burgled, for example, the police were there, very helpful. They eventually caught the person. This is 2004, so 20 years ago. The police did catch criminals, and now we've given them too much to do, in my view. So the police are the first line of defense for everything, and I think that burden makes it a lot harder for them to actually do the basics, and that's another thing that we need to look at.
Let's talk about.
I miss my dad. He taught me the most important lesson of all. Never be afraid to do the right thing. No matter what people say about you, just do the right thing. My father taught me not to be afraid. I was born here, but I grew up in a place where fear was everywhere. You cannot understand it unless you've lived it. Triple checking that all the doors and windows are locked, waking up in the night at every sound, listening as you hear your neighbors scream as they are being burgled and beaten, and wondering if your home will be next. When you've experienced that kind of fear, you're not worried about being attacked on Twitter. You appreciate how rare and precious it is to live in a country with security, democracy, equality under the law, and above all else, freedom. Free speech, free enterprise, free markets, conservative freedoms, conservative principles.
I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you, Roxy. Lagos was a place where almost everything seemed broken. I grew up under a military dictatorship, and I would never have believed that 40 years later, I would be standing here as the leader of the world's most successful political party in the history of Western democracy. I was lucky in my experiences. I was born to a relatively wealthy family and had a decent education, but I also know what it is like to be poor. I watched my family become poor as their wealth, income, and savings were inflated away by destructive government policies. But they didn't call it socialism, but it definitely was. Capital controls, no freedom of movement, government owning the means of production. And there was no freedom either. The government decided which school your child went to, it decided which businesses could or could not operate, all the way to arrests with no trial and state-sanctioned murder. So I know what freedom looks like. It's what I had in the UK. I know the values that can make citizens wealthier and happier, and how without them, they become engines of misery and despair. Classic liberal values, not left-wing liberalism, but classic liberalism of free markets, free speech, free enterprise, freedom of religion, the presumption of innocence and trusted institutions within the rule of law, and equality under the law, no matter who you are or where you come from. All of those things were missing when I was growing up as a child. So I know their value, and I know that in the West, we may be losing what made our countries great.
Welcome back to Christy TV, my correct people them. This Kemi Badenoch don't finish Nigerian government. You guys will watch few words from this lady. She was busy telling us her history, what she passed through during military dictatorship in Nigeria, what her growing up looks like, how Nigerian police maltreat the innocent Nigerians inside Nigeria. So, and now she's comparing it, trying to tell us or trying to tell the public how Nigeria is. That Nigeria is not a safety place for people to live. It's not a safe place. There is no freedom of anything whatsoever it might be in Nigeria. And just few days that this girl just said this, Nigerian police have now yielded to Kemi's Badenoch's bans. They don't ban so many things, arbitrary arrest, youth harassment, phone checking. Again, according to a leaked memo, we have this leaked memo. No be small thing. This is the leaked memo by police, by Nigerian police. Niger Pole DOP's Abuja. Police wireless message. My correct people, no be small thing. No be small thing. They say detention and youth and collection of phones, checking of phones and other things should be stopped. This attitude is portraying the Nigeria police force in sad image. No be small thing, my correct people dem. Who say social media no get power? Who say there is no strength in the social media? There is, my correct people dem. But I don't even understand. Why is it that we don't accept reality? I have a question. Why do people find it difficult to believe what Davido and this Kemi Badenoch said concerning Nigeria economy, Nigeria as a whole, the way Nigeria functions? And now look at what many Nigerians are saying to this man if eventually she emerged as the Prime Minister of UK. Nigerians on S app are now saying, this one said, I'll be praying for Kemi Badenoch. May her mouth never cease to show the world how despicable Nigeria police and politicians are. When Kemi Badenoch become the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, she should do us a favor and ban the President of Nigeria from vacations and medical tourism. They should use Obudo Cattle Ranch and the hospitals in Nigeria. What I received from this whole Kemi Badenoch saga is that Nigerians are more concerned with our image than our reality. We are rather fake it than actually make it. Kai, Nigeria, my country, make una take life easy. Kemi Badenoch is still saying the thing that she passed through. This lady is still talking about how Nigerian police, extort money from her brother and equally took away his phone. This thing happened while she was still younger, more than at this her age now. My correct people, this ladies open so many secrets in Nigeria. How toxic our Nigerian politicians and our so-called Nigerian police are. Yes, Nigerian police are still looking for means to detox innocent Nigerians' money. Just take a look at this video you are watching now. This one happened today, recently. It happened today. Today is Tuesday, which is 17th of December 2024. You see, you guys are seeing what is happening between militaries, extorting money from individuals. This is not their work. This is what they are doing. At the end of the day, they will tell you, now they want to do anything that will spoil Nigerian face image or whatever is by this and that and they don't want to do it. At the end of the day, now them still they do what? They are still going round about checking people's phone, checking people's bags, to the extent of checking people's bank accounts. How can you see someone bank and you will urge the person under a gunpoint to open their bank details? They should log in their bank app for you to do what? You want to check individuals' bank. For what? When did you become a financial regulatory authority, Nigerian police, for crying out loud? Your duty is to protect the life and properties of the citizens of the country and not to be going around robbing people on the broad daylight, checking people's phone, seeing people that are riding Camrys and you tag them all kinds of evil names and before you know it, you start extorting money from them, telling them to pay X, you are going to do this. And the worst part of it is that these people, this Nigerian police, we take innocent Nigerians to an uncompleted building. Do you see the problem? They no longer value people's life. And if you mistakenly if you refuse to comply or do whatever they ask you to do, before you know it, they will shoot you and that is the end of you. So Nigerians are living in fear every day inside Nigeria. You see what is happening? Just look at, because you're having a gun and you think that you can do anything. Look at the way he just went and sat down on that man's motorcycle, doing as if na him buy am o. Oga police, are you the one that bought this particular motorcycle for this man? My correct people, them I no blame Kemi o. Kemi Badenoch, I hear you. Right on, madam. wetin you talk really make better sense. Now God na go continue to protect you. Una see some of you wey attack Biafran people say Nigeria no dey go anywhere. Una see how Nigeria be. Tell me, no be if you go out come back for Nigeria, you go say God thank you for Johnny Mercy. Even to cross road sef na problem. You go see motor wey dey come, you go upon say you go use all your strength dey run dey cross that road. You go still see driver go pass. Dey curse you, thunder fire you. You dey look for who you go put for problem. You dey look for who go bury you. No be me. Thunder fire you. Upon say you dey run the crossroad. E no dey happen for other countries. Other countries, buses, vehicles got to stop for you to pass. There is no rush in life, but everything in Nigeria now rush. You will see an 18 bus, full passengers bus, filled with people. They will be running as if life get duplicates. You will see a driver driving like say there is no tomorrow. For crying out loud. Make una take this life now suffer. You see this life, nothing there for this life, oh. You see? Nigeria, make una take am easy. Insecurity, the order of the day. Our economy in shambles, naira depreciating, things they move. Which way? Crude fuel price high. Importation increase, no export. You see the problem? Agriculture input very costly. Wetin dey happen for inside this country? What is actually happening? Okay, may God help us. So the only thing that Nigerian government are after is just to be enriching their pockets. That is the only thing they're after. Enriching their pockets, shaking. Nothing else concern them except to enrich their pockets by taxing out innocent Nigerians. Now inside Nigeria, I don't say omo, as you dey inside Nigeria, even if you carry wheelbarrow, carry something for her groundnut, they hawk groundnut for inside market, they go still tax you. You have to pay 50 naira, 100 naira because you are selling groundnut. Oh, they don't know if you don't sell market or you never sell. They must give you ticket for you to pay for it. You carry wheelbarrow, they hawk, or you even they carry people's load, they go still tax you as you they struggle like that. Nigerian politicians doesn't care. They don't care how innocent Nigerians are suffering to see their daily bread. All they care about is their own pockets. Using Nigerian public money as if it is their own piggy bank. Anyway, my correct people, then what you got to talk concerning this? What is your opinion regarding this? Which way can this country be a better country? Una sure say there is any way that we can make this country to be a better country? Make we all of us just go our separate ways. Make we go work on ourselves. Since one is not working, since we are trying to curtail and minimize corruption, it seems that as if we are pouring water inside inside an open jerry can. We no go full. Una see am? May God help us. So I back for one chance. Anyway, my correct people, then thank you for watching this video. I beg if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do wait to subscribe. Turn on the notification button so that you get notified whenever we post our latest content. Christy TV got you covered. Thank you.